had sex with men for money.
I
What?
have. Yeah.
What is this shit? So you're gay then?
I'm not gay. I'm
Pays
straight.
better.
Fuck, San Francisco.
Yeah.
All right.
How did that happen?
Elaborate.
I was a
free.
freshman at UC Berkeley, so I was living in Berkeley at the time, and I was poor, and I had a lot of student debt, that I was accruing. I was working at the Gap. This is totally true. Folding clothes for $8 an hour on my knees, and I was like, "There's got to be a better way to make money on my knees."
Yeah.
I put out an ad on Craigslist at the erotic services section, which is no longer in existence. And I was just truthful, and I said, 18, just turned 18 years old, UC Berkeley freshman, former football player, never been with a man. Like in the first hour, like I checked my inbox again, and it was like I had like exceeded my like quota on the I didn't even.
Even in San Francisco,
Yes.
which should be one of the most liberal and accepting places on the planet.
Yeah.
What's been the feedback?
Particularly when dating. A lot of people that I meet assume that I'm gay right away, and then you tell them, no, I'm not only am I not gay, but I have definitely sucked dick before and fucked a dude, but seriously, not gay. That's very hard. That's very hard for people to wrap their
head around.
Right. So particularly like in the dating scene, like a lot of women will be like, I'll be flirting with them, they'll be like, wait, you're gay, right? And then I'll be like, no, I'm not. And then some of them will keep pressing and insisting upon it.
Why do they ask you if you're gay? Have they looked you up on Google or?
No, because I'm not like, hey, yeah, good fucking PBR, bro. Like, I'm fine, like, having, I'm so comfortable with my sexuality that I don't give a shit.
You're a real man. It's me.
Yeah, I don't care.
I think Maria had some questions for you as well. Maria, do you want to?
My favorite.
We started talking about sex and then Maria showed up.
We're talking about my favorite
I
subject.
just heard the Jaws theme.
Of course. How did you get it up?
I had to well, first of all, a breeze goes by and I usually get an erection.
Yeah, of course,
but
young man.
Tough life.
Yes.
I had to think about women when I was with these guys.
Yeah.
And it was I remember a defining moment where this guy was like dry humping on top of me, and I'm looking at the ceiling. His head is facing into the pillow, and he's this older guy, and he thought he was just great, and he's like, oh, and I wanted nothing more than to have this over with as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And I had this thought.
Men
in
are
my head.
gross, aren't they?
They're disgusting. So I had this thought in my head, and I was like, I'm gonna see if I can get this to go faster, and I'm gonna pretend that he's doing great. So I was like, oh, like fuck yeah, oh fuck me with your hard cock. Like 5 seconds goes by, and he's just like all of he buries his head into the pillow. I'm looking at the ceiling, and I have the biggest smile on my face because I've just discovered why females fake orgasms. Because they want to get that shit over with.
Do you feel I know. It's like, do you feel you now know women a lot?
Yes, it has completely informed my relationship.
I feel like our
with women.
secrets have all been given away. I feel totally pissed off right now.
What about the way a man smelled? Did that do something for you, or one way or the other?
It made me have to think about women a lot harder when I was trying to come. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's just kind of like that, like musk kind of. Yeah.
Hey, was it a lot of money?
It's a lot of money
For a student.
Is that the
Yeah,
measurement?
it depended. Like on the low end, like one guy, he was just like 15 minutes in and out, and that was 180. On the high end, a guy would take me out to dinner, and we'd hook up, and he gave me $1,200.
That must have been agony sitting at dinner with him. Like he was like.
No, he was actually he was like the only
straight man.
He was the only guy that I would contact back because he was nice and didn't treat me like a piece of shit, and we'd have intelligent conversations and.
That's nice.
Uh-huh.
What was it like the first time you sucked a guy's dick and you're looking at it and trying to figure out if you can go through with it?
It was scary. I don't even know. It was. I mean, I knew I just had to go through with it because there was essentially like a contract in place that like I'm going to be doing this and there's money involved.
Were you at least drunk?
No, with the exception of when there was dinners, I would never have one. No, because honestly, imagine going to a random. And I'm 18, 19, 20, a random 45-year-old man's house 2 cities away or whatever, and you don't know what's going to be there when you open up the apartment door. I was terrified every time I would meet someone new. So I would never have alcohol on me. You go to fdpod.com, FD is in full disclosure, pod is in podcast. That's me.
It's on Facebook.
It's full disclosure with Eric Berry.
With Eric Berry, that's what it is. I knew there was an extra bit.
All right, well, it's people like you who add color to life and color to this city, and thank you so much for coming on.
Terrified to be here.
Fabulous, you're alive. All right, great. Good stuff, Eric. All right.